Hey friend, here's a new moral argument I'm tinkering with. It's an inference to the best explanation. Here's the phenomena. It is that there are moral virtues that exist. When you look across cultures and times, we see people possess characteristics that are dispositions to sort of do the right thing in the right time, in the right way, and that those are intrinsically good to possess and worthy of cultivation. So things like justice, courage, compassion, honesty, temperance, and so on. We not only recognize those virtues, but we often express like a deep aspiration to embody them. Like, I want to be the kind of person who's courageous. I want to be the kind of person who's compassionate. And so there's a sense in which these virtues are like a higher or better way of being or doing things or existing. They are intrinsically good and they promote flourishing. So they're not just useful for achieving other ends, but they're good in and of themselves. It's like good to be compassionate in and of itself, aside from sort of the effects that come from being a compassionate person, from possessing that virtue. The development of virtue also, here's another phenomena, is that it often involves a moral transformation. You've experienced this probably, like striving to be a loving person. Often, sometimes it involves letting go, but often it involves letting go of selfish desires and putting self first, right? To truly have the virtue of love, where you're wanting the well being of others and trying to promote the well being of others. And so it can be like a challenging process to cultivate these virtues. So, what best explains this? Of course, for a full inference to the best explanation, I need to go through all the alternatives, which I may do in an alternative video in order to show those don't best explain these four phenomena. But here's my explanation: the existence and perceived objective goodness of that human capacity for aspiring toward moral virtue is best explained by the existence of a supremely virtuous God who's the ultimate source and paradigm of these virtues, and who created us humans with the capacity and inherent desire, however imperfectly realized, for virtue as part of our intended nature and path to flourishing. So, this is an argument for God's existence from best explaining our desire for and possession of virtue. What are your thoughts?